Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this lecture, so we will discuss what we are going to learn by using karate. So you can see here, so this is the karate official documentation. So you can go to karate official documentation. Let's search. So you can see karate labs here. You can open this one. So this is the official documentation provided by karate people. So as it is an open source, so we can go through this documentation and we can start automating the things. So we'll go through one by one. So test automation made simple, and so these diagrams will explain us so uh, what we can do by using this karate. So we can do desktop automation and performance testing, web browser automation, API testing. So we can perform all the different types of automation by using this karate, but majorly you can see this is the core. We can perform API testing as well as the UI automation and performance testing using the Gatling adapter. Okay, so as we discussed in the last class, so karate is a open source tool to combine API test automation, marks, performance testing, and even UI automation into a single unified framework. So we can develop a single framework and we can use it for multiple different types of testing. So we can write a single uh, script and we can perform a API testing as well as a performance testing. In the same framework, we can integrate with the UI automation also. So this is a unified framework for all the different types of testing solutions. Okay, so here you can see the basic API automation script by using karate. So in the last class, so we saw how to work with an API by using a postman tool. So manually we verified an API. So what we did, so we have a get request or post request. So if it is a get request, so we are having a request URL and we are sending the request and we are expecting the response code as 200 OK, and then we are expecting some response from the request if it is successful. So then, so just we are hitting and we are getting some response and some response codes. So we are validating so whether the response code is valid and the API is giving the valid response. So in the same way, so how we did by using the postman, the same thing. So here you can see, so the scenario, so scenario we can write, so based on the functionality, so we can write the scenario. And here if you observe, we are using scenario given and when then and. So these are the Jenkins language keywords. So if somebody is having some knowledge about the BDD framework, they will understand. So what are these? Otherwise, don't worry. So we will start from the scratch. So just understand. So with from the previous class. So in the previous class, what we have a URL and we have a request type and we are hitting the API and we are validating the response code and the response. Okay, so here we are writing just given URL. So we have a URL. So that is the given URL here and the request. So here the first example, it is showing with the post request. So if we are working with the post request, we need a request body. So here we are sending the request body. So this is the JSON request body. And so the request method is post and we are expecting the response code as 201. Whenever the request type is post, then we will expect 201 and the match the response. So whenever if it is successful, if it is giving the 201 as a response code, we will get some response, and we are validating the JSON response. Okay, so then we are getting the ID from the response, and we are hitting the get method, and we are validating the 200 response. So this is a very basic example. So how we did manually. So we have a URL, and we have a request type, and we are expecting the response code and the response. So this is the way we can automate the APIs, so which we have and which is working functionally. Okay. So then come to index here. In the index, you can see so many things. So here you can see Maven, right? So we are going to develop a Maven framework, and so we are integrating this Maven framework with the Karate, and you can see start run. So we need a runner to run the script. So once our script is ready, we need to run. So these are the run related information. And the reporting is very important. So when we are automating something, so we can start with this Maven, and we can create a run by using this one. So we can generate the report, and we can work with the different types of languages, JSON, example, XML, JavaScript. So different types of language it will support, and we can create the variables. So if somebody knows any language like Java, C Sharp, or JavaScript, so then we can understand these terminology. Otherwise, so don't worry. So we will learn each and everything, whatever there in the index by the end of this course. So you can see, so it is so actions. So whatever the actions, if you want to assert, if you want to validate something, if you want to get the data, if you want to set some data, so if you want to do some repeated action, all we can do by using these keywords here. And we can work with this request and response, and we can do some assertions, we can validate the functionality by using these assertions. So how we validated the Hyderabad. So whenever we are searching the weather report by using the longitude and latitude, so we are expecting that Hyderabad weather report should be as a response. So in the response, so we will assert, means we will validate whether the expected results are coming in the response or not. So whatever it is shown in the index table, so we are going to touch each and every uh, keyword here to automate the different types of APIs. And if you come down, so you can see these features. So the first feature, it will give more contents to learners. Java knowledge is not required, and even non-programmers can write test. So to write this test, so Java knowledge is required. So no, it's not required. Karate is very simple. So we don't require any programming knowledge or any other knowledge to automate the APIs by using Karate API. And so this is the simple plain text scripts, so we can write very easily. And so based on the popular Cucumber Gherkin standard, IDE supports syntax coloring options. So you can see, right? So you can see multiple colors here. So you can see red, blue, and some different colors and different things, the scenario given and when. So this is coming from the BDD framework. So if somebody knows, so they can understand. Otherwise, we will write in the same format by using this BDD framework, BDD and Gherkin standards. So don't worry about this. So likewise, there are so many features are coming from this Karate. So we are going to use each and everything from this documentation, and we will take this documentation's help, and we will start automating our APIs in the coming lectures. Thank you.